Honestly, for me, when I first got to prison, it was, I've got 3 years to get it right. I've got to figure out how to get to a place where I can be a normal functioning citizen. Home life was real difficult growing up. My father was an abusive alcoholic who seemed to get angry if the wind blew. I had gotten in a car accident, motorcycle accident, within 3 weeks of each other, and had to have my collarbone rebuilt and my right shoulder rotator cuff rebuilt. When they took me off the painkillers, I wanted to not feel again, and so I actually got reacquainted with methamphetamines and started using heavily, and that's what sent me to prison for 3 years. Getting involved in the Prison Fellowship Academy, I remember there was a flyer posted up in the unit that caught my attention because I had been studying and reading on how to work through some of my hurts and my struggles, but I was also interested in finding a way to transition out of prison back into normal society. For drug addicts, for angry individuals, for people who don't know how to live life properly, I would say, admitting to ourselves the wrongs that we've done or just taking responsibility is something that we don't do very often. I'd been divorced for 10 years and there was still a lot of anger and frustration with my ex-wife around the circumstances and everything. And as we were going through the workbook, I decided that I wanted to write her a letter. And in this letter, I itemized, I wouldn't say all, but the majority of the things that I recognized that I did wrong in our marriage, and just told her that she didn't have to forgive me, that she didn't even have to believe anything that I was saying, but I just had to let her know that I was sorry. There's been so many relationships restored because of the things that I learned in the program and the academy. About a month before I got out, each one of my children started to answer the phone. And I could see I had hope. Life right after I was released was really difficult. I was 38 years old, moving back in with mom and dad. I just concentrated on what I knew, and for me that was having a purpose. I started volunteering at the Everett Gospel Mission. I started working with the homeless in Seattle. I was able to get a job. The program has changed my life. There's a group of about 8 individuals that I took the program with, and today all but one are out and doing well. Actually, I'm mentoring, in contact with roughly about 15 men who are still incarcerated. For me, this is really paying forward what was given to me from the academy, and so life today really is amazing.